Wagwan, you lot, what's good, yeah? Myself Ray, back again with another one, innit, yeah? You see the title of this one, you know how gassed I am, innit, yeah? If you don't see my Kappa Hacker reactions, innit, yeah, you know how much I love the poise, fam. You know how sick and techie them things are, you get me, innit, yeah? So today we've got what is poi, yeah? Maori tradition, innit, history of poi dance, innit, yeah? I'm gassed for this one, innit, yeah? I just want to see it, fam. It looks so cool and so awesome, you feel me, innit, yeah? So boom, we're gonna get this one cracking without no further ado, you get me? Boy, spin the poi, boy.
Hi, my name is Dr. Kate Van.
What's up, baby?
I'm a scientist, an artist, and a circus performer with a passion for how play can improve well-being. I also happen to have a PhD on the effects of poi on physical and cognitive function.
I gotta wait. I ruined the joke. I'm not even gonna do it.
Yes, you can get a PhD in the ball on a cord. I'm here today to
What, you got a PhD in the poi?
Yes, you can get a PhD. I also happen to have a PhD on the effects of poi on physical and cognitive function.
Mod.
Yes, you can get a PhD in the ball.
Mod.
I'm here today to talk to you about poi.
Poi.
What the heck is it? Where does it come from? What do you do with it? Let's find out. When you hear, what the heck is it?
Her eyeliner is quite jarring. Like, what is that? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to make yourself look like an anime character? Like, you know, like, not even an anime character, a drawing. You know them pencil drawings, fam? That's literally like default eyes and shit in like a cartoon. Like, what god? Like, what's that all about? Like, what you doing?
Where did it come from? What do you do with it? Let's find out.
Just open your eyes at me.
You might think of the traditional Polynesian food or the Tibetan name for Tibet. Maybe a person of interest. But it's also this object, ball on a cord, and what you do with that object, which is spin it in circles.
Nice.
Today there are lots of different styles of poi being practiced all over the world as a form of play and performance. So, how did poi get so popular? In order to answer that, we need to go back to the beginning of time. Humans and other creatures have been playing with objects since forever. Just check out this Egyptian wall painting that depicts toss juggling from 2000 BCE.
Go on.
And there's lots of records of games with a ball and a cord, including some from Western Polynesia, which is particularly interesting, as the first record...
Hiko, Tonga, Fuagas is Samoan. Eesh, look at this one. Tilly. Hey, jeez. Tilly. That's hard. Man said it's a tilly koa. Tilly, I like that word. Tilly. It's like a little tillit. You want a little tillit? I'll tillit you to this one. Tilly koa. Vievasa ni Moli, Fiji, code.
The poi, as we know it today, come from New Zealand.
The first
record was in 1815 by traveler John Nicholas. He said that the ladies amuse themselves by throwing it backwards and forwards. It is somewhat larger than a cricket ball, having a long string appended to it, which they seize with the forefinger while the ball is in motion, and are very dexterous in this practice.
Ambidextrous,
the microphone. And most of the other statements made by early explorers are pretty all over the place in terms of everything. Was poi a game or a dance? Was it practiced by men or women? Was it done sitting or standing? Was it accompanied by singing or chanting? People do generally believe that poi was originally practiced by men to train strength and dexterity, but based on these early accounts, we're really not sure. Also, all the early accounts were made by middle to upper class white dudes whose chauvinism undoubtedly influenced their observations. So,
okay.
In the 1860s, we get a bit more information, as poi played a prominent role as a spiritual messenger. At a time when Europeans were coming in and stealing land and everything up, Māori leaders combined poi with chants about religion and politics, and used poi as a way to Māori leaders
Maori, indigenous Polynesian people of New Zealand.
Combine poi with chants about religion and politics, and use poi as a real symbol of peace. Some of the poi styles and movements that we see today in Kappa Haka came from this time. It really became a national phenomenon in the early 20th century with the rise of tourism.
You better show me some. I'm gonna get mad.
Publicly on a large scale, like when famous royal people were visiting. And we also see an evolution in the movements to keep up with the curious tourists who wanted to see a good show and see a piece of Māori culture. In terms of what the poi actually looked like, most early accounts agree that the ball is made of raupo and the cord is made of harakiki.
What? Nani?
Most early accounts agree that the ball is made
raupo, aka bulrush, wetland plant. Okay.
Of raupo and the cord is made of harakiki.
Harakiki, New Zealand flax. Okay. Sick. Who designed it? Who thought of it? He thought, you know what, yeah? I'm gonna take a little bit of this plant and I'm gonna touch it to this flax. Oh, motherfucker, bow, look at me, bitch. Who thought of that? Like, fucks with it. Human beings are geniuses, you know, like that.
There's also some decorative poi for special occasions made out of the same base materials that are pretty amazing. Of course, when the Europeans came, the poi making process changed because they brought all sorts of more durable materials like newspaper and plastic and wool and pig's bladder. The poi you see
Pig's
in
bladder?
use pretty much the same materials, minus the pig's bladder. So, how did poi go from this
Jeez.
to this?
Oh, true. Them fire niggas, them juggling fire dons. Obviously, that's a poi thing as well. Because man seen them do all these things, but obviously I didn't think it was a poi thing. But obviously, they just got like a long, elongated poi that happens to be on fire. Like, someone thought one day, why not set it on fire? You know, just did his thing now. Okay.
Who knows? We're not even sure that the types of poi seen today, like fire poi and glow poi, come from modern poi. I mean, people use the word poi to describe them, which is a modern word, but they might have just popped up independently. Either way, people all over the world are enjoying poi today as a form of play and performance and a way to keep the mind and body fit. And of course, poi continues to play a prominent role in modern culture. You can see dazzling displays in Kapa Haka,
Yeah.
and poi persists as a true Tonga.
Nah, they've mastered it. Them. Eesh.
If you want to learn more about the history of poi,
Man, sorry, I have to appreciate this. Gee, look at that, fam. I have to appreciate what they're wearing. Like, those designs are so cold. Red, white, and black. Such a cold color combination. It's got like this digital kind of cold, sick. I need to go watch some more Kapa Hakas. I ain't gonna hold you.
If you want to learn more about the history of poi or just get in touch, check out the links in the description.
Don't tell me what to do. Shut up your mouth. Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting to see some Kapa Hakas in it, so I'm a little bit underwhelmed in it. But interesting to know where the poi came from. But I wanted to see it in action and that. You feel me? But shout out my lady for giving me the info. Don't know what I'm going for, eye and eyeliner in it. Yeah, but yeah, boom. Listen, I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Yeah.